Hello and welcome to the Change Gang podcast with me, your host, Laura Ordile. I'm here to help you hold on to your sanity and your soul as you move through big change. I'm here to guide you from frustration to flow in your life, bridging the practical and the woo, just for you. Let's go. Welcome to the week, Change Gang. I just wanted to come in and say, I hope that you're excited about something in your life today. I hope that you're finding some fun things and joyful things and not just difficult or hard things. So many people I see that are struggling with so much right now and unhappy. And the focus is on the difficult things, the things they're not happy with. And so it just perpetuates more and more unhappiness, more fear, more difficulty, more worry, more everything. And when you get into that free fall, it can be a really, really hard place to get out of. You have to dig yourself out of. And I've seen it happen over the years with the elections, with the 9/11, and I've even seen it happen in my own family with things that have really taken people to hard places. Then they distance themselves and they stay kind of locked in this place of difficulty. And the only thing that they're seeing or reaching out to, and especially now, it was bad enough years ago when you sit and watch, if you ever remember some of the 9/11 stuff, it was on 24/7 on TV at that point, and it was overwhelming just there. And now we have at our fingertips immense amounts of information that again can be wonderful or can be so difficult and overwhelming. And you have to choose at some point. And you have to choose. I get in what they call the death scroll with things. And if I find myself not looking at enough puppies or not looking at enough funny things or not engaging in with people that I really do enjoy and admire and like what they have to say, then I find myself upset in that difficult place, in that anxiety or overwhelm or anger or whatever it is. And I have come to a place in my life, I used to kind of live there in those emotions and not be able to. It was like jumping into a pool that you had to climb out of and there were no steps anywhere. You just had to, and the side was pretty high and you had to pull yourself up and out, and it was not easy. Now I'm not there. I've done a lot of resets with myself. I've done a lot. But that doesn't mean that I don't feel emotions or that I don't get stuck in things or that I don't have a hard time with things sometimes, especially if I let myself continue to get dragged into it. Like I see so many people doing, so many. And I feel bad for you, for them. I feel bad for myself when I get in those feelings. But now I'm able to go, this is not serving you. I have to do that with TV shows sometimes. I have to back away from them because I like a lot of drama TV shows. I like a lot of drama TV shows. And so I can get into some heavy stuff sometimes. I'm not a big true crime person or anything, but I'll use that as an example. If you watch a lot of and I watch crime shows, so maybe it's the same thing. Maybe it's the same thing, and I'm rambling a little here, but it goes to a depth inside yourself that feels uncomfortable. And when you notice that, when you feel yourself going, oof, this is hard to watch, or this is hard to listen to, or that person is, oh my gosh, I just want to rant at them, or I want to say all these things to them because they're wrong and they can't be, how can they even think that way? How can they say that? How can they think about things that way? If you're feeling that angst that I can feel just talking about it, then it might be time to shift. Might be time to step out of it. Because even I, with all of the resets that I've done, with all of that, I can find myself in that place. I have to then, thankfully, now I have the steps to get up out of it really quickly. It's like, nope, not staying here, not living in this place. And so I keep drawing my thoughts back to a place that are more comfortable for me. And if I'm dwelling on something that is uncomfortable, I have to go, okay, let's figure that out. If it is that uncomfortable, if something did go that wrong or that bad, what would that look like, and how would you decide to change that path somewhere along the line? If, heaven forbid, it started to fall apart, where would you try to stop it? What would you try to make happen? At what point? And I can usually make those steps and look at it and go, okay, well, I would stop it right here and I would find a new way of doing something. Or if it got away from me there, that next step would be, right here. And I mark it kind of in that path that I'm going along. And then once I'm able to kind of visualize and go, okay, I do have some power. I do have some control in my own life. It might not be in a way that if I had to make that decision, it would be a bit uncomfortable, but I could make it and I could do something different. And once I get to that place, I'm able to then go, okay, now let's allow your mind to find all the wonderful ways that would be in play and okay. Let's go down the good road of things, the happy road of things, and move in that direction. And then I can travel and be in a place that feels so good. And I can let go of all those things that were niggling and in there causing me issues. But I will tell you right here, right now, if you are continuing to put yourself in a place that you absorb all of that uncomfortableness, all of that anger, all of that frustration, all of that worry, whether that's on social media, in TV shows, in the music that you listen to. What are the words? What are the words to the music? Is it sad? Is it depressing? Is it difficult? Is it angry? Is it uplifting? Is it powerful? Is it comforting? Where are you with what you're bringing into your own life? Because it's making a difference, like it or not. And you have to make the initial difference where, like I gave you that little pool analogy of being in and not being able to pull yourself out, or building yourself the steps so that you can pull yourself out and quickly if you need to. And that's what the work that I've done with myself and with the people that I do, that's what it does, is it puts those in place. So that if you get into those emotions, if you get into those habits, you're able to go, oh, you know what? This is not working out very good for me. And you get yourself out of it. Because if you don't go in sometimes and hit that reset button, clear the clutter and the crap that has been left inside of you all of these years from the time you were tiny, or even from the last month or year or whatever, if there's been a big something that's happened, maybe you have hit the reset button, but now there's been a lot that's happened maybe in the last year for you, and you need to kind of do that again. Have a little clean sweep of the area of the things that are there. That's what happens when you go in to the subconscious mind, the unconscious mind, and you allow it to make the changes at that deep, deep level. I love it. And I love doing it individually. I love doing it in the group sessions that I'm doing right now. I just did a group session that I was so happy with and so excited. It was a very intense one. It was a little longer than normal. I usually try to keep them about 30 minutes. I think I had one or two that went 45, and this one went almost an hour. But some of the very in-depth work that I do does go at an hour or even longer. And so this one, when I created it, it was all around prosperity and abundance and feeling good and bringing that joy into your life in financial ways and in other ways. This one was specifically focused on financial and things, but it's to open up abundance. And it felt so good to go into the depths of all of it and not only work on with just one little way of doing something. It brought in a couple different ways of making the changes inside yourself so that you can really anchor it in and go, wow, this is significant. This is change. This is going to make a difference in my life. And when I get to do that, not only for other people, but for myself, because I go back and listen to those things that I create. I have a playlist of my own recordings and my own things that I've done that I really love. That's going to be one of them that I'm going to listen to. I'm in the process of editing it now to get any throat clearing or anything like that out of it, but it's there. And if you guys want to be a part of something like that, I do those group events every week, and I would love to have you come join me in that. And it's so incredible. And it is a paid thing, but it's so cheap. You would be so surprised. It's and they're powerful. And if it's something that you feel like it's something that could work for you, come try it out for a month and see. This has been a month of abundance and joy and all of those things to bring wealth and health and happiness into your life. Next month we'll be concentrating on something else, but you can still get all of the things if you come and join in March to that. You'll get all of the abundance recordings that are from March. And I just love this last one. And it opens up doors to all the wonder in the world. I believe hypnosis does, and it lets us really find the positive things. And I think we all need to concentrate a little bit more on the positive things right now. So there you go. There you go. There's my cheer for you for the week. There's my little words of wisdom. I hope that it maybe was meaningful to you and encouraged you to make a little bit of change in your life. Maybe, like me, you saw some of that kind of going on in your own life. I noticed it in my own life. That's why I wanted to talk about it. I was going down some of the wrong roads, and I had to reset. I had to bring myself back to going on the path that I choose. You can do that too. You absolutely can. Do it in the small ways. Go find the things that bring you joy. Watch the videos that bring happiness. Watch the things that are going to be affirming for you. Yes, you will still be informed. Yes, you will still know what's going on in the world. I don't think you can avoid it these days. But you will feel okay in a place that lets you know there's always goodness and hope in our world. Have a happy one, and I hope that you meet me right here. Same time next week. Ciao. I hope today's episode was interesting to you in some way and fun. If so, hey, find someone to share it with. Maybe they need to hear it too, or maybe they'll just enjoy it. If you'd like, go ahead and grab my tips on supercharging your success. It includes a free short meditation to do just that. You can find that at bit.ly/supercharge your success. Until next time, happy day.